Aduh, my mic. You pay now or later? You pay later. How do you know? You have the term credit. So who is this Hughes? We have to maintain accounts, payables. Why? Because we have this supplier that business owe him. Yeah. So this payable would fall under liability. Right? Would fall under liability. Okay. So when you purchase good, we have to open account of purchases. Okay. Purchases is like your expense account. Because you spend something to buy the stock. You spend your money to buy the stock, the inventory. So it will increase on debit. Purchases, you purchase stock. Sales, you sell your stock. When someone return, your customer return goods to us, return inwards. When the business return the goods to the supplier, return outwards. So these are the movement of stock. That's why from your purchases account or sales account, return inward account, return our account, we cannot know how much is our closing inventory. That's why we need to use the first in, first out, and at the end of the year, you must compute how many stock you have. And then you multiply with the price to get the quantity. Then you have the NRV, blah, 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 and the value of this stock inventory. So purchase will be debited because my purchases increase. So debit purchases. And then just now we have the accounts payable. You write the name. This is the best way to write your answer. Okay, I think market also, industry also apply this. And we credit this accounts payable because your liability goes up. Okay, liability goes up. Guys, you're not okay, you let me know. Huh? Purchase goods to sell. Again, we purchase goods. We purchase stock from Ferguson. Ferguson refused to give any credit, so Kevin had to pay by check. So we make payment. So when you make payment by check, your bank account will be reduced. So bank account is asset account. Asset account will reduce on credit. Okay, asset account will reduce on credit. Next, we purchase good, so debit purchases. The difference between these two transactions, the past transactions, you owe these uses. This one, we make payment. That's it. Okay. Sold goods to Mr. Mowbray to the value of 10,000. So we sold goods. So who is this Mowbray? The customer. Kevin allowed him 30 days to pay. The question is, Mowbray pay now or pay later? Who wants to try? The customer pay now or pay later? What do you think when you have that? Pay later? What about you all? Pay later, pay now? Yes? Young ladies? This group? What do you think? Pay now or pay later? Later? What about three of you? Very slow loading. I'm not sure, I guess. What about you? Later? Okay. Justin. You see, why always me? Justin. Try Justin. Huh? Pay later. Perfect. Good job. Okay. So clear that Kevin allowed him 30 days to pay. So meaning there's no collection of money on that day. Okay. There's no collection on the sales. So Mowbray will pay later. Yeah, we'll pay later. So when pay later, this Mowbray will be your account receivables. Okay, account receivable is an asset. So now Marbury owes us, so our account receivable goes up. And then we have the sales, right? So sales will be credited because we sold goods. So our revenue goes up, our sales goes up on credit. So sales credit, account receivable, write the name, Marbury, debited. Okay, kau team? Kau team. Oh, last time when I was in audit, I'm so happy when my senior manager said, Ayu, kau team? Yeah. So scared if not kau team. A visit to the local stationers resulted in the purchase of many small items for the office. These were paid for in cash to the value of 350. These expenses are all to be recorded under one miscellaneous office expenses account. We bought stationeries, we put it under miscellaneous office expense. Okay, we paid by cash. So cash is asset. When you make payment, your cash reduce on credit. Okay, so cash reduce on credit. Then we have these office expenses, miscellaneous office expenses. It is an expense. When you make payment of these expenses goes up on debit. Okay, there's no point you memorize, yeah, debit, credit, debit, credit. You must know why it must be debited, why it must be credited. Get it? All right, moving on. Sold goods, we sell goods. To Mr. Redknapp for 1,000. He only dealt in cash and therefore asked for a discount. Kevin allowed him a discount of 20. The remaining 980 was immediately paid into the bank. So you receive money. Okay. How much is your sales? 980, 20, 1,000. How much is your sales? Ah. Lain. How much is the sales? 1,000? Okay, 1,000. What about the girls? Young ladies? What says you? Hey, your both of you look like please. Please you let your hair. I'm so confused. Young ladies, proportion. 1,000, 980 or 20? Your sales. How much is your revenue? 1,000. 1,000. Okay, good job, Chong Mei. 1,000. What about you, young man? You are. Is it Jonathan? No. What's Jonathan? Wrong. What's your name? Benjamin. Benjamin, right? 1,000. Good job. Young lady? Okay. Not just. Guys, young man at the back with the blue shirt. 1,000. You all agree 1,000? Okay, very good. Very, very good. How do you know it is 1,000, not 980? How do you know it is 1,000, not 980? You just guess, is it? Look at the transaction. How much goods being sold? 1,000, right? So 1,000 is your sales. Okay, 1,000 is your sales. So when I sold good, my sales account goes up. More revenue, right? More sales. So sales on credit, 1,000 ringgit. So sales, 1,000. How much? How much your collection? 980 was paid, right? So your bank account goes up. Asset goes up on debit. So how much you collect from your customer? 980. So the difference of 20 on your debit, because 1,000 credit, 980 debit, different by 20 on your debit. What is this? this is what we call as discount allowed. So when you see discount allowed on debit, it shows that expenses. Discount allowed is an expense. Expense increase on debit. Okay? Any confusion? Any doubt? Good job, guys. Let's move on. Sold goods to Mr. Kin, 6,000 on credit. We sold goods. So on credit. So who is Mr. Kin? Mr. Kin is our account receivable. Why account receivable? Because he pay later. Okay, how can I know he pay later? You see this word, on credit, or bill, or invoice, or pay later, or amount due, all this term lah. Okay, so sold goods, we have sales or revenue. Sales or revenue increase on credit. So sales on credit. And then just now we have receivables. Receivable is asset. So asset increase on debit. Okay, make sure you write the name because we are going to have thousands of receivables for the huge company. All right. Next, we have sold goods again. Sold goods to Mr. Southgate, who paid by check. So now we make collections of sales from Mr. Southgate. All right, how much? 5,000. So when you sell goods, your sales increase on credit. Since you receive payment through check, so your bank account goes up, asset goes up on debit. So bank debit. Easy, right? That's why after 2.5 years nearly 3 years, every day I did this, you know. Debit, credit, debit, credit. That's why sometimes it's very boring. Okay. We suddenly know the blower stop. Okay, continue. But some people, they like it because easy, right? Doing the same thing. And then as you know, accountants actually, they don't have OT overtime. But audit, we claim our audit fees. That's why we got a lot of claim, yeah. It's common and sometimes 4 times than your basic pay. And we don't have to pay tax for that. That's the best thing. It's not appear in the payslip. It will direct auto because we can't determine the specific amount. Like bonus, you can't run away from tax. You must pay tax. The audit claim, we can run away from tax. It's not run away. The system, the system itself, yeah, cannot be catched. Okay, continue. Mr. Kane returned 500 of the goods claiming they were faulty. Just now we have this Mr. Kane, right? He owes us. So now he returned the goods. He returned the goods. Why? Because the good was faulty. Right? So when he returns the good, first thing, what happened to his amount owing to the business? Goes up, goes down. Because when we have these account receivables, meaning your customer owe the business, right? So now the customer returned the goods to the business. So what happened to his amount owing to the business? It should goes up, goes down. Goes down. Perfect. You return goods to Shopee, you want your money back, right? You should reserve for your money back. So in this case, it's not cash transaction, okay? It's account receivable. So account receivable should be reduced. So account receivable is asset. When your customer return goods, the account receivable should be reduced on credit. Okay, on credit. Some people, they don't like, I wrote many things, debit, credit, say, arrow up, arrow down, headache. That's why today I draw only the increase, okay? You say, why so many on your whiteboard? It made me headache. You all, so many things. So account receivable, asset on credit, right? And then you have to open Return inwards account. Okay, return inwards. Customer return the goods into your business. My hand. Into the business. So inwards. From outside into the business. So inward. Or you can also write sales return. Okay. Why return inward should be debited? It reduces your sales. Sales increase on credit. So something reduced sale should be increased on debit. And again, return inward is a movement of stock. Don't ask me, is it expenses? Is it? No. There's no such thing. It's just a movement of stock. Okay. Receive a check. So we receive a check. Your bank account will goes out. Mr. Mowbray paying his account in full. Where is Mowbray just now? Mowbray. Oh, here. Okay. Mr. Mowbray just now owe us. All right. Just now owe us. So he pay in full. How much he pay? 10,000 because previously he owe us this 10,000. Okay. So you receive money. He paid using check. So your bank account should goes up. Debit bank. Asset increase on debit. And then account receivable of Mowbray will be credited because here we have account receivable debit. So when he settle his amount owing, so you should credit this. Okay. So I have credit 10,000. Quite slow, the mic. I still have to shout. Shout. Okay. So far, so good. Have you taken your breakfast? No. I also like you. But when I reach 40, I have gastric. Not healthy. You take something lah. If you have gastric, big issue, man. Big issue. Okay. Done with this, we move on. Send check to Hughes to settle in full what was owed to him. We make payment. We use check. So our bank account should be reduced. So bank account is asset. Asset reduced on credit. So we pay in full. Okay, where is Hughes account? Hughes, Redknapp. Here. Okay. We must pay in full. No return, right? So 5,700 payment to Hughes. So accounts payable will be debited. Why? Because liability goes down on debit. Uncle? All right. Debit. Accounts payable. So we make payment. So we use check. So bank should be credited. Next. Purchase on credit. Purchase goods on credit. So purchases account debit. Why? Your purchase increase. You buy more stock, you buy more goods. You buy from who? From Inc. Since there's no such payment made, so who is Inc? Inc is our accounts payable. Okay, so we have liability. Liability increase on credit. So accounts payable liability on credit, and your purchases account always increase on debit. The last one, Kevin decided to go on last minute weekend holiday trip. He paid for the flight by drawing a check. This is the term. So I have drawings. Drawing increase on debit. Okay, meaning using business money using business money to buy flight ticket for her personal trip, not business trip. Very honest owner, right? Okay. So we have debit drawings, recall drawings or withdrawal increase on debit. And then your bank account should be dropped because you make payment for the flight ticket. So bank account is asset, asset reduced on credit. Okay, Kautim, journal, any problem? All right. Then you can post accordingly to the debit and credit side. Prepare the ledger. Okay, prepare the ledger. How many of you still don't know how to balance off the account? How to close the T account? How to close the ledger? How many of you don't know? So basically, we post all these transactions, debit, credit to respective ledger. Let's say my bank. Okay, I open T account of bank. I open the ledger of bank. Date column, details column, amount column for your debit side. And this side is your credit side. And please don't do like this lah, the date. 1st March lah. What is this? Make it a proper lah. 1/4, the easiest one. Okay. But normally in exam, the date got no mark. But I scared the second examiner will be more stricter. And they said, oh, cut the mark, reduce the mark, not complete answer. So you write the date lah. Okay, let's say for this one, we have bank debit. So you post this debit. Okay, go to the bank account. Go to the bank account. Let's say this is my bank. So debit, 29,000. The details, I write capital, which is this one, right? Bank account, you open T account of bank, you write capital. Then in your capital, you open T account, you open the ledger of capital, you write bank. This is the opposite, okay? All right, how many of you don't know how to close this ledger, the T account? You want me to repeat? Okay. After you post all the journals transaction that we have, so this will be my bank look like. Okay. Until the last one, you see the drawing. Drawings, debit, bank account, credit. So my bank should be credit. So I write drawings. Okay. All right. So from this debit and credit, I can know that my debit side is more. If you don't know, then you press calculator lah. Okay. I can know that my debit is more because here, you can see, right? 39,000 already, more than that. So my debit side more than credit side. Then I plus all of this, I will get 44980. Is it correct? 5980 plus 10,000. Okay, 44980. Okay? Justin, follow? 44980. So I copy to here. Credit side. 44980. This is the balancing figure. Okay, the balancing figure, the total. Not balancing figure, sorry. The total. Okay, the total of your account. Then, this side, I have less just now. Yeah, I have less. So I total up all of this. Okay, I will get 2,500. Okay, 2,500. I plus all of this sum. So 2,500. So how much I should add to ensure that my credit side equal to debit side? So 44980 minus your 2,500, the balancing figure is 24,480. Then the date, I write the last date of the month or the year lah. Let's see the question lah. This one month, right? Balance carried down. How can you know? You look at this C. C stands for closing. I mean, how to memorize lah. Actually, the CD is carried down. Okay, but to memorize it, C is closing. Something like that. Okay, Nassim? All right. Then you go to the debit side. You go to the debit side. You write the date, the first day of the next period. Like here, we are having this March, right? So the first day of the next period gonna be your 1st April. Then I write balance brought down. Then the same balancing figure. Okay? That's how you should close all of your ledgers. So, you want to prepare trial balance. Which amount you should transfer to trial balance? Which amount you should transfer to your trial balance? 24480, 44980, which one? Yes? Perfect. 24480 we send to our trial balance. That's the purpose we need to close all the account. Right? So 24480 for my bank. Bank 24480. So you close all ledgers that you have. Okay, and I got tips for this. Because later on, next topic, you will learn preparation of your statement of profit or loss. I call it as SOPL. Your lecture call it SPL. Same thing lah. Or other book, they call statement of comprehensive income. Also accepted. Okay, recap back. Actually, I already introduced you the concept on the day one I met. Y'all, inside our statement of profit or loss, we have the revenue. We have the expenses. Right? Because we want to know the profit or loss, we compare revenue and expenses. Okay. In accounting, when we prepare SOPL, we just account only revenue and expenses for the year. For that year. Not the revenue from past year, not the revenue for future year. That's why the title of SOPL, you have for the year and then blah, 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 the date. Only 1 year. Okay? So if I have revenue, I have the sales account, I close my sales. Sales. You see here? This is my total sales for that year. Only. I close my expenses account. For example, here I have this one. Expenses. This is the expenses for that year only. So for SOPL item, which is all your revenues, all your expenses column, you don't have the balance carried down, balance brought down. Everything will be transferred to SOPL, statement of profit or loss. Okay? Meanwhile, your SOFP, statement of financial position, and I think maybe your lecturer call it SFP, or some book called balance sheet. Okay? Balance sheet, SHEET. SOFP, the title is as at the date. What does it mean? You have to put your A, your L, your E inside SOFP. So when my title for this SOFP said as at, meaning all asset from the day one we have until now. Until now. It could be last 10 years asset that you bought 5 years ago. All the liability, all the equity from the day one you start your business until now. That's the importance of the title. Okay? If you have this ALE in your account, in your ledger, you have to prepare the balance carried down. You have to compute the balance carried down. And of course, you get your balance brought down. Okay? Except you make adjustment of error. Adjustment of error. Later we have the last question. That one different story. If you have adjustment, you have to compute the new expenses value. Okay, the new expenses value. That one different. But by logic, you got no other error. You want to close all your account. This will be the situation. Okay. So as you can see, just now your bank done. This is asset account, right? So we need to have the balance carried down and balance brought down. Cash, this is an asset. You have balance carried down, balance brought down. Capital is equity. We have the balance carried down, balance brought down. Rental is an expense. You want to close this rental account, we just transfer the amount. You see, rental is expense. Expense always increase on debit. So you want to close this account, we don't have balance carried down, balance brought down because that rental only for that year. It will not be continued for the following period. You cannot say, I already pay rental last month. I don't want to pay now. Cannot, because it is a sunk cost. Every month you must pay for rental. Every month you must pay for utility bills. Every month you must pay for salaries for your worker. Salary for worker. You say, I already paid your salary last month. I think all your staff will say bye-bye. Okay? All right. Fixtures and fitting is asset. I need to have the balance carried down, balance brought down. Insurance is an expense. I will transfer to statement of profit or loss. Okay, guys. Here, insurance, credit, statement of profit or loss. Statement profit or loss will be debited. Okay. When you debit your SOPL, what does it mean? You will debit your SOPL, meaning your profit will be reduced. Profit increase on which side? Credit side. Profit reduce on debit. Okay. Who knows that you'll be an accountant in future? When your boss said, debit P&L, I'm so unhappy. Of course, reduce profit. Okay. If we say credit SOPL, our profit goes up. Because the higher the expenses, the higher possibility you make loss. Okay. Accounting only two things, debit, credit, profit, loss. That's it. We don't have any other like maths, yeah. To the power of 3 lah, Z lah, F lah, square root lah, cubic lah, hexagon, monogon, nonagon, ogogongon. Counting, that's the maths. It's quite easy lah. Actually easy. The maths is easy, but the principles, sometimes when we move to the advanced level, that's the challenges one. Okay, purchases. Purchases, you want to compute, you want to see the movement of stock. So movement of stock is here because we sell good, right? You have revenue, you sell good. When you purchase good, you expense for something. So your purchases should be transferred to SOPL. Don't say, hey, we purchase stock. Why I should put under SOPL? I thought stock is asset. No. As I told you in your syllabus, we follow IFRS. Purchases, sale, return inward, return outward. Movement of stock. Later you will learn how to compute or how to prepare SOPL. Okay? Your purchases will be included inside your COGS, cost of goods sold, cost of sales. Opening inventory plus purchases minus return outwards minus closing inventory, you get your cost of goods sold. Get your net sales minus your COGS, cost of goods sold, you get your gross profit. I think next topic you will do that. And it's always being tested in your final exam. Midterm, I'm not sure. Okay? You need to ask Dr. Nick if he wants to share lah. Okay? My sales, movement of stock, go to your revenue, right? So we have to transfer to SOPL. Payables is liability. We have to compute the balance brought down and the balance carried down. Miscellaneous expenses, expenses transfer to SOPL. Receivable is asset, we need to close. Balance carried down, balance brought down, guys. Discount allowed, expenses, so we transfer to SOPL. Drawing you need, right? Drawing, reduce your equity. Drawing, reduce equity. It's not related at all with revenue or expenses. Drawing will be never an expense. Okay? So, drawing, you should have balance carried down, balance brought down. Return inwards, movement of stock. Yeah? So, it should be here. Transfer to SOPL. So, you have all these figures, then you put it here accordingly. You see, sales return credit. Your trial balance, where should you put? Not the credit side, yeah? It should be this balance. Because why? Return inwards will increase on debit. Where is it return inwards? Where's the return inwards? Oh, here, sales return. Wonder. Okay, return inwards. You follow the balance that you have. Yeah, the balance that you have. The one that credited is your SOPL. The one that being debited is your SOPL. Yeah, but here why we put? Because return inwards, it will reduce your sales. Okay, follow the nature. Trial balance follow the nature balance or the normal balance. You remember? On each account that you have, on which side it has been increased, that's the normal balance. Normally, trial balance should follow this normal balance, except only one account, which is bank. Bank can be debit, bank can be credit. When you have credit bank, you have overdraft. What is overdraft? It's a service that bank provided to the customer. You must apply. Okay? Let's say your money you have 1,000 ringgit, but you can make payment 1,002. So where's the 200 come from? The bank lend you money through your overdraft. So overdraft is a liability. Your bank account can be credit balance if you have this overdraft, meaning you use more than your account has. Okay? All right. So we prepare the trial balance. This is the format. Normally, company's name. After that, the title. You see as at, meaning all item at 31st March 20x2. All right. You close all ledger and post it accordingly. Follow the normal balance. Except your bank account, you have to see the question. Okay. Sometimes question tell you that's overdraft. Or you don't have overdraft, you prepare ledger. Suddenly your balance brought down on credit. Balance brought down on credit. I have overdraft. So your bank account should be on credit side. So this is my details. This is my debit column. This is my credit column. In exam, I think your midterm might be tested. You have to draw yourself this table. Okay, you just have 3 columns for your trial balance and always debit column first, then credit. Okay, please, it should be debit first and credit. This is a format. Yeah, like if people walking forward, suddenly you walk backward. I know it's good for health sometimes to walk backward. Okay, but in accounting, you must follow the rules, guys. Then, how can I know my trial balance is okay? Not my account is tip-top. When our trial balance is balanced, it doesn't mean that your account tip-top. No. You just tell that your record debit credit is okay. Okay? When you prepare this, you transfer your net profit here, you prepare SOFP balance. Then only we can say 99.9% your account is okay. It's correct. Okay? So I get my debit column plus everything till to the bottom, 54,000. I plus on my credit column, all of this, I get 54,000. Your trial balance is okay. If not balanced, you find lah somewhere why is it not balanced. Okay, my tip last time, when it is not balanced, I want to know what's the difference. If you are lucky, you will get that amount somehow in the question. So that's the transaction that you made mistake. Okay. If you got a lot of error, then very hard also lah to detect. I'll let you all 10 minutes break. Then we'll continue after this. It is tiring. Study is tiring. Why? You use your brain. That's why when you study, you get hungry because you burn many calories, but we don't notice. Okay? It's okay. You absorb the tiredness. If you are tired, rest. But don't tell me you study 2 hours, you rest 20 hours. Okay. Yeah. Being an educated person, I think it's a must nowadays. It's a must. Education can change many things. What Tan Kaki said, honesty and perseverance, integrity and blah, blah, blah. I forgot. But honesty and perseverance, oh, I like that quote, you know. In many things, you need to be honest, lah. Yeah, in this world. That makes your life easier. Yeah, it makes your life easier. Okay, question 2, I don't want to discuss because we got not enough time. But this one exactly like question 1. Okay, when I give you the answers, maybe you can refer on it. Okay, we go to question 3. Okay, question 3, Mr. Kamal, the business. So these are the balances from the ledger. This kind like shortcuts. They already prepare the ledger balances. They compute the balance carried down, balance brought down, or the amount that should be transferred to SOPL. Here guys, you have the overdraft. If you have overdraft bank, this is a liability. So normal balance for liability is credit. Okay, credit. Okay, then we have all the list of balances. Next, we got this transaction. Yeah, we got this transaction. Prepare trial balance. We have the list of balances. You must know debit credit. After that, we post this amendment or additional information needed for your trial balance preparation. Okay, so you can see here is the title. You can just simply copy. Trial balance as at 31st December 2024. Okay, firstly the company name lah. All right. So company name, trial balance, we got 3 columns, details column, and the debit and credit. Okay, the debit and credit. Okay. First bank overdraft. Bank overdraft, credit, liability. Next, we go to cash, capital, insurance. Firstly, you transfer all the figures from the question. I mean the balances here. Okay. You must follow the normal balance lah. Yeah. Example like normal balance for capital on credit. You transfer first. Okay. Meaning like cash, you write first 11,700. Okay. You transfer everything. Okay. Next, we settle the adjustment. We settle the amendments needed. Firstly, bought goods for 1,000. Half for cash and half on credit. We purchase, right? We have purchase. So purchase goes up by 1,000. I purchase good. My purchases goes up. Okay, so goes up. So your purchase plus. So you go to your purchases. Initially, you already have this 12,400. Okay, 12,400. So I have additional purchases. So I add this 1,000. So I get 13,400 because we got no more other adjustment. So straight away put 13,400. I appreciate guys because I will mark your answer kan. Please provide me this working. Please no point. Please provide this working. Just put in parentheses and show me. Because normally there's a mark for this. Okay. And sometimes student 12,400 plus 1,000, suddenly here it become 14,400. I don't know where's the calculator come from. Okay. Wrongly pressed. See your calculator? Where's your calculator? Handphone. Hey, you see my one, mama one. Okay. Be careful when you use the scientific calculator. The cursor is so small. You see my finger, one finger, this big. Okay, so carefully. And then check the battery before you go to the exam. Don't press million times. Okay, check your battery. It's not the responsibility of the lecturer to find a replacement calculator for you. So backup is the best. Okay. I think accounting without calculator, use your hair. Count like your hair. Eh? Hey, I think last time my past experiences, I think almost every trimester I have this issue. Student forgot to bring calculator. You cannot use your handphone, okay? Cannot. You cry lah, like what, I don't know. Okay? It's good to have backup lah. And then check lah your item before you go for exam. What else? What? Use your hair. Okay. 13,400. That's for purchase. Not yet settled. We paid by cash. Half of it. So half of 1,500. You make payment. What happened to your cash? Your cash goes down. Okay, Justin? Your cash goes down. So my original balance of cash, I minus 500 because my cash goes down. I make payment. Okay? All right. Next. Half on credit. Half on credit. So what does it mean? You have accounts payable, right? You have accounts payable. You pay later. Some of you guys, I see the face like you will never eat for 20 years. Hungry, Accounts payable. Increase. Because you have liability. You have amount owing now. Okay, so I plus. Are you okay with the plus and minus? You get the idea? Yeah, the adjustment. Okay, next. Made 1040 sales. Meaning, all these three transactions not yet taken into account. You have to take it now. You have to adjust it. You have to amend it. You get it? Somehow it will affect your answer. Don't leave it like, I just read. Cannot, We must have something. Okay, so I have sales. So my sales goes up. Where is my sales? Here, 1040 plus goes up, plus. Next, what else? 800 for which was credit. Out of 1040, 800 is a credit sales. Okay, it's a, okay. 800 was for credit. Meaning, what is this? You have receivables. Okay, you have receivables. Receivables. Okay. So my receivable goes up plus 800. Customer owe you. Okay. And then the balance is cash. How can I know? I sold 1040. 800 is account receivable. So the balance should be my cash sales. Are you okay? In this world, you only two transactions, whether cash sales or credit sales. Cash purchases or credit purchases. You don't have other transaction, in this accounting world. You don't have any. Only these two. So my cash sales, meaning you collect sales, right? You collect cash. So I plus 240 for my cash. Right? Now, team, we go to the next one. Paid wages to shop assistant of 260 in cash. Wages. We paid by cash. So your expenses goes up. Do we have wages in the question? Yes, we have here. 11,020. So 11,020 plus 260. So this is a new amount or total of wages for the year. And then we make payment, right? So we make payment using cash. So our wages will reduce payment of wages. So reduce our cash minus 260 because you make payment. Now counting the cash, you can total out 11,700 minus 500 plus 240 minus 260. So you get this much. Okay. Do we have anything else? That's all. Okay, done. So now we can total up. If you have this and total up everything, then you get the new balances plus all your debit, 53960, plus all your credit, 53960. Okay, done. This type of question can reach to 10 marks, can reach to 15 marks, I guess. Any question? Guys, so far, can you follow my class? My classes. Okay? If not okay, feel free. You can email me. Don't use your student email lah if you shy. Okay? Use whatever lah. Spider-Man not handsome at Gmail. Then I know lah, it must be a guy. Okay? And if I receive Blackpink at Gmail, must be a lady. As a human, I need to improve myself. Same goes to my teaching. Okay? Open for discussion. And I know in this world, not everyone will like us, no matter how good you are. No question, we move? Shall we? All right. Because yesterday, someone very honest, she told me, she or he, she, yesterday she told me, Madam, you know what? I think I'm going to fail your paper. I said, my, so honest. I said, why? Actually, for my course, your subject is the toughest one. I said, oh, really? I said, maybe because you never learned accounting before. Then I said, you must do a lot of time, the same question, yeah, from your tutorial if you can make it. Not 100 question, it's 100 times. Try the same question until you can digest why debit, why credit, why here and there. Sometimes you have to memorize, sometimes no. It's applications, okay, concept that you have to apply. Like this account. You don't have to memorize, you must know the effect. You just have to memorize this asset account, debit, asset, debit, asset, debit. That's it. The rest all got story. Okay. And also I met this one international student. She came for consultation. And she said that, oh, this is how actually learning accounting. She thought that it's quite tough. Actually, there is a way, yeah. I also last time I taught one this, I still remember. Now he's a rich man in Saudi. His family is very rich lah. He's from IT transfer to business administration, marketing, I guess. I also taught him before and he said, actually, this accounting is fine if we know the tips. Yeah? You should know the tips. Don't study like from cover to cover without knowing what you are doing. Okay? Accounting is not like that. Because you learn principle only. It's fine. I think you put a lot of effort for your tutorial, B plus in your hand. Okay? B plus, not pass, B plus. All right, trial balance, color T, we have the trial balance provided. As you can see, the trial balance is not balanced. So something wrong somewhere, okay? The trial balance is not balanced. It. I have to balance it. Why it's not balanced? We have all this error. Okay, now you learn how to correct error. When you have this error, okay, you have to see. Sometimes it's a fact double entry, meaning what debit, what credit. Sometimes it doesn't involve double entry. Okay, why? Because it's error. Let's say you must key in 2250, you key in 225. Your debit side is correct. The credit side, the detail is correct. Amount only wrong. So I just need to top up the amount. That's how error works. It's not always a double entry. Okay, first error. Cash received from customer on account was recorded both debit and credit as 1580 instead of 1850. My question, which one is correct? 1580 or 1850? How much you record? You record 1580. This is what you have in your account right now. So that's an error, meaning there's a mistake. How much you should write? You should write 1850. Yes. You read carefully. Cash received from a customer on account was recorded as 1580 instead of 1850. So this is the correct one. This is the wrong one. For English, check. You should write that. You should read that way. So this is the wrong one. So I can know that from here, not sufficient, right? Amount, lack of amount. How much? So the difference between these two. How much? 270. 270. Not enough. Here, not enough 270. Here also not enough 270. So what should we do? 1580, we plus 270. And this one. And this one also we need to plus 270. So the double entry, there's a double entry for this. So debit cash, how much? 270. And then credit sales, 270. Correction of error. In exam, you don't have to write DRCR. Okay, you just have this way. Your credit side, you inward a bit. Okay, you inward a bit. Okay, Justin, this is how we write the double entry, like your journal. Just now, Okay, so I have this. So let's have a look. In my cash account, I already have the balance, right? 5982. Sorry, 5912. 5912. Where's this come from? Here, from the question. Okay, from the question. So, now what happened? My cash debit 270. My cash, I should debit 270. So, I put here 270. Debit. And then my sales, I should credit 270. My sales, my sales. Oh, they have service revenue. Oh, they don't have sales. Oh, okay. They are doing service. This company is doing service. They don't mention in the title. But you should know lah. I don't see any sales here, right? We just have service revenue. So this is your sales. This company produce services. So I should not write sales lah. I should write service revenue. Okay, service revenue. Sales, if you have If you sold products, okay? If we produce services like this university education, right? We don't call, you can call it a service revenue. But your account, I saw they put sales. Okay, so go to my service revenue. Why they do plus? Huh? No, sale. Cash receipt account. Wait, did I miss up anything? Oh, customer on account. Aduh. Disturb. That's why we should highlight. You see? On account. On account, so meaning we have accounts, receivables. Hey, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes I may overlook, you see, because I don't highlight this now. So in exam also, maybe you should have this habit. You highlight, or else it might confuse you. Okay? Customer on account. Oh, big issue this. So we have account receivables. Sorry, I overlooked this. Hey. Okay? Account receivables. So now what? Is it correct? Debit cash. Okay, correct. Meaning receivable, make payment. Okay? Receivable, make payment. So originally is what? Now okay. Debit account receivable. Originally. Credit your service revenue. And this is the first lah when the goods, the services produce. Then your customer pay, right? This one is customer pay. Okay, be careful. This is customer pay, make payment. To make payment, account receivables will be reduced on credit. Okay? So, account receivable should be credited. Here, 270. Just now I put sales. Here, no sales, service revenue. It's wrong because we have on account. Okay, on account. Your customer pay later. Are you okay? How do I know plus 270? Okay, yeah? You see the English just now instead of, meaning that's the correct one. Okay? All right, we move on. Purchase on account. I want to highlight. Purchase on account of a computer. You buy asset. You buy non-current asset, right? Here, computer we don't have, but they put inside equipment. Okay? They put inside equipment. All right. We purchase on account. So we have accounts payable. Right? Costing 1,900, recorded as debit to office expense. Debit to office expense. $1,009. And credit to accounts payable. This is correct. Right? Why? Because we have on account. But this is wrong. Why? You should debit your equipment. Right? You should debit your equipment. So how to correct it? How to correct it? Debit equipment, 1,900. And credit, here involve debit and credit because this is wrong. We need to delete it. Okay. Credit, office, expense, 1,900. So one debit, one credit, zero rise. we cancel off this office expense. Okay? So your equipment will be debited 1,900, and then your office expense we will credit 1,900. Okay? Ooh. Too cold, is it? All right, done with that, we move on. Services will perform on account for a client. 2250. Okay, so we have service revenue. On account. Better I highlight, later I wrong. Okay, on account, meaning you have receivables. Okay, you have account receivable. For which account receivable was debited 2250. Okay, our AR. $2,250. Okay, correct. And service revenue was credited was 225. Human error lah. But for your information, if you use accounting software, this thing cannot be happen. Okay? Because in accounting software, you just include the amount once. You include that you check in the software, they will check in the date. And then apa lagi? You include, you choose which account. One receivable, one service revenue, and then one amount. But if you maintain manually or someone adjust it, modify it purposely, the report lah, the final report, edit PDF, this thing can happen. Manual record, yes, can happen. So this is error, right? Error. It's not double entry, right? Double entry is correct. Your double entry is correct, but the amount here is wrong. This one correct, here is wrong. So what should you do with this? We are having insufficient of 2250 minus 225. Not enough, right? We need to plus 2025 here. So you just plus 2025, go to your service revenue. Okay? More sales need to be recognized. That's it. No double entry involved because your double entry is correct. This is what I meant just now. Sometimes some error, it doesn't involve double entry. Okay. Next. A payment 95 for telephone charges was entered as debit to office expense. And debit to cash. Alamak. Office expense 95. Correct? But then debit cash 95. Where is the credit? I don't know. Not balance. Okay? Now, your cash recorded is wrong. Right? You must cancel this debit cash. It should be credit cash. It should be credit cash because you make payment. Okay, now my question. How much I should credit here? You need to cancel this one. This one must be zero rise. So how much credit to my cash? 95 times 2, which is 190. Just same. 190. Why 190? Debit 95, credit 190 of your cash. What's left? 95. Right? The net effect. The final effect, debit cash 95, credit cash 190. So I have a balance of 95. On which side? Credit side, because credit more than the debit. Are you okay? So now it's correct, right? Payment made for this office expense amounting 95 using cash. Are you okay? So my cash account, it should be 190. Credit. Okay? Then for E, service revenue account was total 5,200 instead of 5,280. I think you learned a lesson from the first question. Which one is correct? Which one is wrong? 5,200 or 5,280? So this is service revenue account. We don't have any double entry for this. We straight away do something with your service revenue account. 5,200 or 5,280? 5,280. Okay. So what should we do? We should plus or minus our service revenue account. Minus, plus. Okay, very good. So go to service revenue. We should plus this 80. The difference, don't plus everything. Difference. Because here insufficient, right? 5,200. Supposingly 5,280. Okay. Also no double entry. We just straight away top up from the service revenue. Right? Then we need to get the new balance for cash and all ledger that we have lah, that need to be amended. Like here, accounts payable, no amendment, right? Share capital, no amendment. Retained earnings, no amendment. Supplies, no amendment, no error. The rest got error, got adjustment. So you need to balance lah, get the latest balance. Okay, let's say, you see, in this question, they don't ask you to show the ledger for the corrections. Okay, you don't want to do the ledger, fine. You can do something like this. Okay, you also can show the working plus minus. But I think if you use a double entry, it's much easier to know plus minus. But some people say, you know, they are so scared with the double entry, they would prefer this way. Yes, you can proceed. As long the question doesn't state, show the ledger for the adjustment. Okay? They just something like this. They just ask you something like this. Prepare the correct trial balance. You prepare the trial balance because actually the mark come from here. But here you see, got no plus minus. If there was no mark for this working, then fine. But if there is, you might lose mark lah. Even though, wait. In accounting, I tell you, your trial balance, your SOPL, your SOFP. If the total here is correct, you still will get full mark. But let's say, here is wrong. But somehow there's a working. Normally, we will look at the working. Okay? Especially you got many items. But for me, normally, I don't want to penalty student because I have the student 1 plus 1, the calculator show 3. Okay? So as long they show the working here, I think that should be very good for them. Okay? So that they don't easily losing mark. So you need to have habit. As long you don't have the figure, the amount in the question, show something you're working. Okay. Like here, the trial balance, no need like if they don't ask ledger, then no need ledger. You can show like this, the plus and minus. Okay. Question. So midterm on 30th, huh? I think Dr. Nick already booked. Later she got the information. We will show you the venue for your midterm. Okay. No doubt. 10 minutes early. No. Sure, no question, yeah? Okay, if no, we can go through the wow. I see tapawing. Tapawing already. Flip the iPad. This question, I think nothing much lah. Huh? Maybe I can go through the answer. Okay, just review lah. Very short. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. After that you can go. You prepare the journal. Okay. This one is good. This one also I do second. You put. Apa? Oh, I thought. Anyway. It's a hot drink, you know. I may recall I have experience. Student fall in the class because in MMU use the table. Then tear her ears, you know. Got 5 stitches. Then the bleeding on the floor. Oh, I'm so trauma. So you all sit properly in the class. I'm so scared, you know, because I'm scared of blood. They say blood little bit can, but when blood come out, oh, I'm so panic. Cannot be a doctor. Okay. Your opening balance. Here we have carriage outward. This is new. Okay. I think I should go for this. Where's the carriage outward? This one, guys. Maybe you should recall this. We never have this thing. Spend 200 in cash on delivery costs. So, deliver the equipment sold to Hit Girl. Oh, Hit Girl, no hot. Okay lah, hit lah. Okay, Hit Girl. So, what we sold? Selling specialist, apa ni? And scientific timekeeping equipment. Oh, selling equipment lah. Okay, selling equipment lah, whatever lah. So, deliver the equipment. So, equipment here is the stock, the product, okay? It's not their non-current asset. Be careful, guys. Right? Equipment sold to the customer. Because they sold equipment here. Yeah. Not selling their non-current asset. So, that's the delivery cost. We can have 2 transactions involve delivery cost. Whether our business send goods to customer, deliver goods to customer, okay, we call it as carriage outwards. You see your stock moving out, right? So the cost to deliver the good from our business to outside. You see my hand? From our business to customer. From our business to our customer, outwards. Carriage outward, we call it. Carriage outward is delivery cost that involve your expenses. You prepare statement of profit or loss. Okay, your carriage outward, you put under expenses. We have sales minus cost of goods sold plus other revenue minus expenses. That will be your sales and marketing expenses. You have another one. We bought good from supplier. Okay, you bought stock. So your supplier charge you delivery cost like Shopee did us. Shopee charged to us. Shopee charged to us, right? The delivery cost. Don't talk about shipping, free shipping. I'm talking about the shipping that we have to pay. So when you have to pay for the delivery cost. You see my hand. From outside, the supplier send the goods to us. From outside, the supplier send goods to us. So that is carriage inwards. Carriage inward, you put inside your COGS. Okay, opening inventory plus purchases plus carriage inwards. Right? So you have to see two type of delivery costs. If you wrongly put it when you prepare SOPL, it will be penalty because your gross profit is wrong. Okay, later you go to the next topic. So I have here my delivery cost to my customer. So it should be carriage outwards. Okay, expenses. Carriage outward is expenses paid for delivery cost. Carriage inward also expenses. Carriage inward also expenses. But in reporting, carriage inward will be inside your COGS. I always tell my student, in at the top, out at the bottom. Because your COGS at the top, above. The expenses at the bottom. In, out, like that. Okay, for carriage inward and carriage outward. Because you cannot wrongly classify this carriage inwards. You put under expenses, even your net profit is correct, you still cannot get full mark. Because normally gross profit got mark. COGS got mark. Okay? Yeah, net profit is correct because both is minus, right? Expenses. Okay? Okay lah. Now you can tap out all this stuff. If you got no question. Any question, any doubt? What else? I think the rest okay. We have drawing also this question, drawings. Because previously we don't have drawings. Oh, happy the laptop. Now you prepare the ledger. You prepare the ledger, everything. Remember, normally expenses, revenue, no balance carried down, balance brought down. Okay, we transfer. We transfer. We transfer to the profit or loss. Asset, liability, equity, you have to have balance carried down and balance brought down. Can I have my attendance? Where is it? Okay, thank you guys. See you next week.